The FBI has been overworking and crypto hackers will soon have to pay their debt to society. Recently, the FBI arrested 2 hackers, Malone and Jean Serrano, who are part of a syndicate group that fleeced a high-net-worth investor millions of dollars in one of the largest cryptocurrency theft from a private individual. One of the co-conspirators, Malone was a 20-year-old Singaporean who got into the US through a US visa waiver program that allows tourists to visit the country for up to 90 days without a visa, and was currently living in the United States illegally. Given his temporary and illegal status, he lacked many options to support himself financially, and so the dark world of the cybercrime came a-calling, with organized hack groups such as OG users dedicated to hacking and the creation of the darknet marketplace where victims' personal identifiable information and illegal goods are sold. The blueprint was already written. Malone and Serrano's mindset was that investments are so much better when you didn't take the risk but share in the loot. In their sophisticated hack, they employed social engineering tactics such as phishing and spoofing. They sent a notification to the victim that there was an unauthorized access to his Google account. They used proxy and VPNs to mask their geographical IP location and made it seem that the unauthorized access of the victim's Google account was being perpetrated from overseas, all while the perpetrators of this hack were in the US. Following the notification, it's alleged that one of the co-conspirators called the victim, pretending to be a concerned Google tech support, inquiring about the unauthorized access to his Gmail account. This form of spoofing is done to gain trust of the victims as people rely on their expertise. But this Google tech support wasn't interested in assisting him throughout the hack, as it was all a ploy to have the victim compromise his password. The hackers manipulated the victim that he had to provide them with his password to his account to verify his identity so that the team could thwart the unauthorized access. The scheme was simple yet deceptive. In full compliance with the hackers, the victim unwittingly shared login security codes that enabled the hackers to reset two-factor authentication, and thus the hackers gained access to his Google account and went on a fact-finding mission of his finances and crypto portfolio. They hit the jackpot once they accessed the victim's Gmail and OneDrive and found record of his Gemini cryptocurrency transactions, but they couldn't access the Gemini crypto exchange, so they employed the same social engineering tactic and pretended to be tech support from Gemini crypto exchange. It's alleged that it was Serrano who tricked the victim that his crypto account had been compromised. It's also alleged that they convinced the victim to transfer $3 million of crypto to a cryptocurrency wallet that was being controlled by Malone. Further, they conspired to have him reveal his crypto wallet's private keys so that they could access his crypto accounts and steal from him. They connived to have the victim install Anydesk on his computer, which effectively gave the hackers real-time access to his computer. With this access, the hackers were able to steal 4,100 bitcoins, approximately $243 million. Here's an audio recording of them celebrating.
It's on the
We did it!
blockchain.
Oh my god!
Fucking way, nigga.
Oh my god! $242 million!
Now, following this elaborate heist, mistakes would inevitably be made. For starters, Serrano, who is the other alleged co-conspirator, decided to launder the money through Trade Augur, which is a digital currency exchange. He funneled $29 million through the crypto exchange. However, he left behind a trail as he didn't use a VPN and thus failed to obscure his IP location when he created the account in the Trade Augur digital currency exchange, which revealed his home location, which was in Encino, California. Now, this was just one of the series of mistakes these hackers made. The aftermath of this heist is that the hackers sought to launder crypto through pill chains, cryptocurrency exchanges, and crypto mixers, which are designed to conceal ownership and avoid detection of anti-money laundering systems that flag down suspicious large transactions. Just like Smurfing works in money laundering, pill chains use the same formula of breaking down large transactions of crypto, which in this case 4,100 Bitcoin, into smaller transactions to avoid detection. After the hackers gained this 4,100 bitcoins, they transferred it to the crypto wallets under their control, which is dubbed placement and is the first step to money laundering. Following placement, some of the Bitcoin was laundered through crypto exchanges by converting the Bitcoin to Ethereum and Monero through crypto swaps. Allegedly, further, the aftermath of the crypto swaps for the remaining Bitcoin held in crypto wallets under their control is that the Bitcoin was broken down into smaller microtransactions that were thereafter transferred into multiple crypto wallets addresses in different crypto exchanges in a process dubbed layering, which is the second step of money laundering and which involves the pill chains. To further obfuscate the origin of these Bitcoins, the hackers used crypto mixers which blend the Bitcoin with other crypto coins to hide their origin and destination. The next process is integration, which is the last stage of money laundering, and this is where the hackers will funnel this laundered Bitcoin through a payment system such as PayPal, in which they will exchange the Bitcoin for fiat currency such as the dollar. But whilst they sought to obscure the source of their ill-gotten wealth through elaborate and sophisticated schemes, they were less than discreet with their wealthy lifestyle. Now, whether this flaunting their wealth was their moral conscience subconsciously telling on themselves to authorities, or they were just feeding into the Abraham Maslow hierarchy of needs, more specifically self-esteem, which is our primal desire of being status symbols and being revered in society, I don't know, but their inferiority complex seized the attentions of the authority due to the unexplained wealth, which included a fleet of luxury cars worth allegedly $3 million, a collection of expensive watches, jewelry, multiple luxury rental homes in different states, international travel by private jets, and a frivolous spending in nightclubs which was captured by revelers, phone cameras, and the infamous government surveillance which captured all their frivolous spending. It's been reported that Malone would ask to pay bills at the nightclub with cryptocurrency. It's also been alleged that Malone was spending approximately $400,000 to $500,000 per night, with government intelligence claiming that they had receipt of Malone spending $500,000 at a nightclub. He would also lavish women at the clubs with Birkin bags and bought his ex a Lamborghini as a grand gesture to get her back, but she turned it down only because it wasn't a super grand gesture and also that she was already in a relationship. The government would carry out sweeping arrests, with Serrano being arrested at an LA airport after vacationing with his girlfriend. Following the arrest, the FBI took them in and the girlfriend was warned not to inform the others of the syndicate group, but she did, and Malone ended up deleting his Telegram, but it was too late. This is because Malone was arrested later that day at his residence. The two are currently being charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and the second count is money laundering of the 230 million stolen Bitcoin through pill chains, crypto exchanges, crypto mixers, crypto swaps, pass-through wallets, and the use of VPN to conceal and disguise the ownership, source, location, which includes destination of these crypto transactions. Once the two were arraigned in court, they pled not guilty, and the prosecutor urged the court to deny them bail given Malone's illegal and unemployment status and the fact that some of their newfound crypto wealth was still unaccounted for, and the government had issued orders of forfeiture. With these compelling reasons, they argued that he was a flight risk. The defense asked the court for a speedy trial. Currently, Malone is facing up to 20 years imprisonment and a fine of $250,000, or up to twice his gains from the crypto heist. In an unusual twist, a couple driving a Lamborghini got rear-ended, and whilst Fender Benders happen all the time, this was a deliberate kidnapping and carjacking. Eyewitnesses reported the incident to the police, and they trailed the Honda Civic that kidnapped the couple. The perpetrators were arrested, and the shocking motive was revealed as the FBI tied the kidnap of the couple to the brazen 4,100 Bitcoin heist, with the couple being parents of one of the co-conspirators in the heist. These suspects are currently facing federal and state charges including kidnapping, carjacking, and conspiracy. in which they are facing 5 years for the conspiracy charge and 20 years for the carjacking charge. As for the victim, crypto investigators and blockchain analysts have managed to freeze over $9 million in assets, with a reported $500,000 already returned to the fleeced high net worth investor. This is because despite the hackers using crypto exchanges to launder the money, they reused the same crypto wallets addresses, which would further lead to tracing the crypto and would link the hackers to the over $200 million crypto heist.